सील जत की कश पहर पकड़ियो हथियारा। निज फतेह सच फतेह बुलाई गुरु की जीत्यो रण भारा। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। My honorable, respectable Gursikh siblings, today we are celebrating Day of the Victory of Sirhind under the name of Sirhind Fateh Divas. On this very day, 3 centuries and 10 years ago, the Khalsa army under the command of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur had borne against the army of the governor of Sirhind, Wazir Khan. Now we try to know the brief history of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur. Baba Banda Singh Bahadur was born in 1670 at village Rajouri in district Poonch in Kashmir state. His father's name Ramdev and he was given the name Lakshman Das by his parents. His father gave the training in farming, shooting, riding, swordsmanship and hunting. In the early life, Lakshman Das very brave-hearted. He used to go for hunting. One day, he was gone for hunting in the jungle area. There he shot a female deer and he saw it died before his eyes in unbearable pain. He also saw two younger ones fall it bomb before his eyes and they died on the spot. This incident was very impressed his mind. He took a decision to become a saint. He left his house for wandering place to place. He became the disciple of Janki Das. He took his name Madhu Das. What his mind did not find peace, he went outside of the state and reached in the Maharashtra and reached in the Maharashtra state at Nasik city on the bank of Godavari river. There he was again become disciple of Agar Das. He learnt about the magic powers and yoga exercises. After the death of his teacher, he went to the Nanded city on the bank of Godavari river. He made his monastery ashram on the bank of Godavari river. He restarted his practice of the yoga exercises and the magic miracles. But after some time he used to these magic powers for bad actions. He used to misbehave with the visitors. When Guru Gobind Singh, 10th Guru of the Sikhism, reached at the city Nanded city in 1708 on September, one day Guruji visited to his monastery ashram and Guruji sat on his bed and he tried to fall down from his bed to Guruji, but he did not become successful. Ultimately, he became his mind to become the disciple of Guruji. He made up his mind to become the disciple of Guruji. He came under the shelter of Guruji and with both folded hands he requested, "O my true Guruji, please forgive me, pardon me. Now I came under your shelter. Please save me and make me your disciple." Then Guruji changed his name from Madhu Das to Gurbaksh Singh. He baptized and became the Singh of Guruji, line of Guruji. That time he listened the all history of Sikhism about the martyrdom of 5th Guru, 9th Guru and the martyrdom of the 4 sons and old Mother Mata Gujar Kaur Ji's. After listening the all history of Sikhism, he made up his mind to take the revenge for those people, those rulers who committed very injustice with the Guru's family and the Guru's followers. He requested Guruji to take the revenge of the martyrdoms of Guru's Sikhs and Guru's sons. Guruji granted his request, and that time Guruji gave him 5 arrows from his treasure and 1 drum and 1 banner. So all these things a sign of the freedom of Khalsa. And Guruji gave some instructions to remain in high character, and be true in words and in actions. Guruji also gave him a group of 6 Baba Vinod Singh Ji, Vaj Singh Ji, and 3 more Sikhs. And Guruji also gave him some commandments, some letters, and Guruji wrote in these letters for the Sikhs of Punjab to help the Banda Bahadur in every actions. So after the baptized, his name Gurbaksh Singh. But when he under the shelter of Guruji, he said to Guruji, I am your Banda, I am your slave. So that time he called to himself Banda, slave of Guruji. So this title was very famous with his name in the Khalsa history, Banda Singh Bahadur. So that time Banda Singh Bahadur marched towards the Punjab state. He passing the capital of India. When he reached in the boundary of Punjab state, he sent the all letters and some commandments which were given by Guruji to him. So he sent to all the Sikhs of Punjab. After reading and listening all the letters, all Sikhs of the Punjab state, they were participated and involved in the army of Banda Singh Bahadur. Banda Singh Bahadur with the army of Khalsa firstly attacked on the Samana city. There was stone-hearted people, namely Jalad of Samana. He was beheaded, Guru Tegh Bahadur, and there was already two other stone-hearted people who had cut off the heads of Guru's younger sons. So that time all were killed by Khalsa army. After that, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur attacked Sadaura and other cities and gave the punishment to the tyrant rulers of the city. In this way, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur and Khalsa army made up their planning to attack on the Sarhand city, because the governor of Sarhand city was very cruel and tyrant. It here was two younger sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji bricked up alive and martyred. They was only 7 and 9 years old, and his mother, 80 years old, was killed by the order of the governor of Sarhind. On the other side, the governor of Sarhind informed and by people, he came out of the city about 15 kilometers from Sarhand at small village Chapparchiri. At the battlefield of Chapparchiri, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur reached with his Khalsa army. On the other side, in addition, the governor of Sarhind involved the army of governor of Lahore, governor of Ahmedabad and Hisar. So number of army armored with artillery and equipped with cavalry and infantry. On the other side, Khalsa army had not artillery but only cavalry and infantry. What by the grace of true Guru, when war was started at the field of Chappad, at the battlefield of Chappad Chidi, that time the Khalsa army gave a crushing blow, gave a crushing blow to the army of Governor of Sirhind. This dangerous crushing blow, the army of Governor of Sirhind started to go backside, and that time the Governor of Sirhind was killed by a great warrior Fateh Singh. So after the killing of Governor, his army ran away from the battlefield, and meanwhile, after 2 days, the Khalsa army occupied the Sirhind city and fastly killed that person who was the personal assistant of Wazir Khan, namely Suchanand, which is known in the history of Khalsa Jhuthanand. So he was killed by Baba Banda Singh Bahadur because he was the masterminded of the killing of Guru's younger sons and old mother. So, my all honorable listeners, there is a notable point for you and me. When Khalsa army entered at the city of Sirhind, that time looted the city and totally destroyed the city Sirhind. But there was a mosque, a religious place of the Muslim religion. Muslim religion was not demolished, was not destroyed by the Khalsa army. So we can say that with great confidence, it is a sign of great wisdom, sign of high wisdom of the Khalsa army. The Khalsa army was known how to respect the religious places of the other religion, What my listeners, you know already what happened with the Khalsa, with the Sikh religion in 1984, when Indian army destroyed the Akal Takht Sahib. What some people are saying in the current time, if the Sant Jarnail Singh Ji Khalsa Bhindranwale, he was surrendered and came out from the Akal Takht Sahib, it would have not been occurred. So this kind of thinking of those people who have not too much experience of history of the Sikh religion, because 3 century and 15 years ago, when Guru Gobind Singh Ji left the Anandpur city and vacated this place after the requesting of Indian army and the army of kings of mountain area. The army of kings of mountain area and the army of Indian emperor, they have already taken the oath. But after taking the oath, Guruji accepted their request and vacated the Anandpur Sahib city. After left the city of Anandpur Sahib, the army of Indian emperor not only attacked on the Gurus and his companions and Khalsa army, but in this way the army of mountain kings already demolished and they destroyed the all religious places of Anandpur Sahib. And it place used to plant the wheat crop. So now you can judge easily what is the difference in the behavior of Indian army 3 centuries ago and in the current time. That time autocracy, government by one. Now in the democracy, what Indian army attacked on Sri Akal Takht Sahib and demolished and destroyed it. So on the other side, so this is a greatest point and the sign of great wisdom of the Khalsa army and as well as the commander of Khalsa army. He did not destroy the mosque in Sarhand city. This mosque now is situated at the current time. You can see there. So this is a history of This is a history which is related with this day. So I tried to tell you in the briefly. So lastly, I congratulate to you on the Sarhand Fateh Divas. So lastly, I want to say, my all listeners, I know I have done many mistakes during this speech. Please pardon me and forgive me. Lastly, you speak out loudly. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।